Up with a rise ball, try to get a lot of chases or pop flies. She's going to mix in a curve and an off speed as well. But as a freshman, again, sometimes trying to get too perfect, miss too far over the plate. That is her key. Obviously, as she's worked through this conference, knows to hit those corners better.
Banks and Mariah Polar have that 1-2 tandem in the first and the second spot in the lineup. Again, Polar is the leading base stealer, 5th in the conference with batting average.
Yeah, I mean, it felt like there wasn't much they could do wrong, I think is a good way of saying it. But man, they made some incredible defensive plays. A lot of things went their way. You see here again, working a 3-2 count here early in this game. I think so important to show a lot of pitches.
Farley. 2 batters up, 2 batters down. And a ground ball. Fielded nicely. Ohio State, no problem.
Leader for the team for years.
Right.
Pitcher on the same team.
2 balls, 1 strike to Farley. And she finds the hole in right field. The chase is on. Parisian comes around. Quartercracks is held up at third base, and a double.
This was a beautiful hit. This was low in the zone. This wasn't a good strike, right? This was a hittable pitch, but not necessarily a good strike. She goes down and she gets it. Take a look, it's Hadley Parisian, and she's
her 12th double of the season. And taking it deep, Milliken lets it fly and gone! 135 home runs on the season for the Buckeyes. Reagan Milliken, a 3-run shot.
Back in the box, foot on the back chalk line, take away that late break, and she just lifts this one out, gets, see the of it, excuse me, underneath it, and just launch angle out of the park. You see 2 outfielders, Condon and Banks, really trying to tweak swings to do what she knows best. It pays off.
Even the ground balls are hit hard. Let's take one more look at Milliken's homer on the swing.
I mean, so this is a pitch, again, that's low in the zone. You mix it too high, you lift it out of here. Gotta be close enough to swing it, though.
And it'll be Klochek, Kendall Klochek this season, her 24th appearance.
Yeah, I think you had to change it up. You're going to have to mix these pitchers up versus that drop ball, but the danger of throwing a rise ball pitcher to a home run hitting team is that when you hang it up in the zone and they can get a hold of it, if they get on top of it, it goes out of the park.
To punch its ticket as the last and final seed, here's the number 12 spot. Gossett. We know that she can hit the long ball to root on the home team. And a pop-up in foul territory. Can't make the play. Tailgate party.
Oh, Frank sat back. Just left it up to the umpire. This one curves well over. I must say Purdue has done a good job laying off the rise ball when it's been at the letters and up. They have not expanded the zone to be able to do that. Keep your eyes down. Look for pitches down in the zone.
Execute a little bit better with base runners on. Another bases loaded situation.
But you have batters that come in and say, look what I was able to do with it.
And Parisian, oh wow, a diving catch. Yeah, she hung on for the second out.
We've seen Purdue come through with some great defense. Just getting this glove underneath it is Maura Condon. Klochek's rise ball. Getting these batters though right now. Cruz going after it. Parisian put it in play, but pop fly in the outfield that was caught as well, and a swing through here from Burns.
Caught the outside. Oh, Klochek bringing it.
We're having that
because
moment.
It's great weather.
It is beautiful today.
Oh my gosh,
Again,
it's been fantastic. Barely a breeze. The sun's been out. Hit at the Big Ten tournament. pop right into the catcher's glove.
4 of the 6 strikeouts coming from Boutte came from Banks and Bailey. Thinking if I'm a pitcher, I'm going to live on those corners.
Oh, the second hit batter from Boutte sent it yard a couple of times. Here's an RBI that she's credited with. She had a couple of home runs, and I love this stat when a pitcher produces more runs than allowed in the circle. That's what Gossett did. And Gossett drives one again to center field. Oh, on her horse, Limon grabs it. Cami Corticrax cranks one. A deep fly ball to center field.
Across the zone. Can be such a good pitch. Again, moving away from a lefty hitter. Something they don't see as often. Another swing through.
In the first inning.
It's her curve. That outside call has been called more often.
Buick trying to float that, and it's Meeks who chases it down.
Can propel you to a win, but other times just staying with no emotion and staying as even as you can. It doesn't allow emotion to get into it either.
Will that drop in? And it does. A single to left for Delaney Reef. Scarmardo, first plate appearance, drew a walk. One of those full count at bats. Shows.
It's a bunt situation, but 4-run deficit. Is limiting what your hitters can do. This game's going to be closer than what you're typically used to, maybe.
He's done a great punt. The third baseman has to field it off the 1 foot. That's Buick.
So important for this offense to find a way to just build that momentum.
Hard hit ball. Reef will get in. Scarmardo will be held up at third base.
And how about that timely hit coming from Kylie Franks, who finds a way to hit this on the outside corner, driving it right through the right side of the field on that hit, but Franks in because, Meeks.
Chaos here in the infield. Another run comes home. Scarmardo scores here for Purdue.
And here's where the run scores. And Scarmardo here at third base, taking a look, getting all the way home.
They get into trouble when teams have gotten 4 or more. Putting it into play, glove side, Corticrax. The out can't be made at first base. Purdue lives on here with 1 out.
This ball just low to first base, cannot be handled by Milliken. Runners advance. Their first 2 at-bats, all with strikeouts.
And she slaps one to left field. Not deep enough.
Field.
How about this? Bailey looking for her first hit of the tournament. She gets it and gets a couple RBI and gets the tie at 4.
Out of the park. Doesn't have the distance, but the outfield is playing shallow. This one absolutely landing in the gap. How far the outfield had. And I think this is something where you got to trust your pitcher and Boutte to get out of this inning. But when you talk about making the change here in the 5th.
A ground ball to Corticrax. One of 8 players coming to the plate against Maddie Ellis, the starting pitcher. She skies one to right field. All kinds of time back to the warning track. Condon had to do a little tap dance.
Shrinking a little bit.
Shrinking just a little bit.
All you have to do is grab a little bit of that plate.
Pops it up in the infield. Campbell underneath.
There's strikes there in the zone. You're just chasing, missing them.
And another infield pop-up. Wow, that one, a late adjustment.
The trust they have in her.
Here's the 3-1. Gossett hits it. Oh, deep at the wall, does it again. Her third home run of the tournament, and Purdue takes its first lead.
Absolutely. This pitch is a screwball that did not cut enough on the inside corner, just stayed over to become a strike, and that's what we
About playing a time in the team for the fourth time this season. Look at how excited. Purdue's been playing really well at home, 14-2 at home, and walks Reef. The 1-2 hard hit ball to the second baseman Farley, and the throw gets away. And so Reef will extend herself all the way to third base at Ohio State.
Yeah, and these are the plays that you just have to take care of. This
Frank's ground ball to the shortstop. A run comes home. It's Meeks to right field. The tag is made. Scarmardo from second to third. She's safe. Campbell puts it into play. And Ohio State, their fourth error of the game, and that scores another run. Here's Banks at the top of the order. And then flew out at her last at-bat. Here's the 2-1.
Jason K here has the advantage. 3-1 count.
Ground ball to the second baseman, Buick.
But really where adjustments have to be made for the Buckeyes.
It gets the first out. This is where Kieran thought maybe her offense might be able to figure her out. A running start there for Condon, who's been making some spectacular plays there in right field.
Can be the opposite effect, where you're not getting fired up and you're not having that energy. So when you need to build energy, sometimes it's hard to find it.
Swing and a miss. Inning over. Side retired. And Klochek has its cooking.
Win this for our teammates who have been such a mainstay in this lineup for so long. And they've really kind of willed these couple wins.
She gets hit. Hard grounder to the corner cracks. They get one, safe at first.
A lot of those home runs missed over the plate, right? So if you're not able to get it inside on that corner, don't even try. Stay outside.
Three balls, one strike. Drilled right at the second baseman. Ground ball scooped up right down the first baseline. What a play by Milliken.
Of course. I need some more Dan Campbell wisdom in my life.
Caught her looking. And they haven't scored a run since the first inning. Another swing and miss. And another batter goes down on strikes.
I mean, Kendall Klochek, what can't you do right now?
1 ball, 2 strikes. And at this point, Ohio State pop off by Lang in the infield, and Gossett.
And leaving a ton on base.
And trying these free passes, Kylie Franks with a lead-off walk. Hard driven ball by Meeks into the gap. And running the bases, McCauley scores. And at the plate. The throw is on time.
McCauley coming in on the slide there.
Ooh. And, ooh, got that fingertip.
Yeah, that is about as close as you can get. The call is out. I imagine this will be reviewed here. Does that tip reaching for the plate? When does that glove actually? It's just too close to know, but first of all, great throw home.
Double by Meeks, puts her at second base. Look at that bunt by Campbell. Another error by Ohio State results in another run by Purdue.
Faster runners, they kept Buick there.
That's where they get into trouble. 3 or fewer, they are undefeated this season. Another single, the bats are hot, and it's the first hit of the night for Banks. And she hits Bailey once again, facing an 0-2 count. And she takes one opposite field and drops in fair. Campbell scores. Banks scores. They're going to clear the bases. Bailey gets in. It's a 3-run triple.
Drives this pitch right down the right field line. This one drops right down the line. She sends it opposite side of the field. You can see it here, getting past Cruz all the way to the wall. And you put Gossett with the kind of power that she has right now and how she's been seeing the ball.
Drives one to the gap, to the wall. Condon gets the 12th run for Purdue. And Kylie Frank's day. Sacrifice bunt, a walk, a run, an RBI, and she did all that with no hits. Just kind of sums up Purdue's day. A bouncer to second base, a shovel. It's an unearned run. Make it 13-4. Another deep ball to left field, off the wall. 1 run gets in. Two quarter cracks.
And they not score 10 runs in the bottom of the 7th? It is absolutely possible. So it sounds crazy to me, but when they hit the ball as well as they do, they just have to trust themselves and believe it.
Klochek dealing a high fly ball to center field, back towards the wall. And Cruz goes yard, a solo shot.
For number 11, Taylor Cruz.
The Buckeyes, this was a backdoor curve that just fell too far over the plate and maybe a little bit too high at the waist versus at the knees. Lifted over the fence.
Parisian, a short at bat and 2 away, and now Purdue is 1 out away as the number 12 seed since she was in the circle. And Burns trying to go oppo, it's foul. And Burns lets this one fly deep to right center. Back-to-back jacks for Ohio State. They're not done yet. The 3rd home run of the game. It's on the season.
You can see it. She just connected a moonshot. And another home run. Again, you know they can hit them. So
Quarter cracks, a fly ball that's playable. Purdue charging over, the catch is made. Boilermaker belief lives on. Purdue lives on. And the number 12 seed is off to the semis for the first time in tournament history.
And that's the ball game.
And meanwhile, her offense found a way to score 14 runs and give her all the run support she needed to feel confident. Just a phenomenal performance on day 2. Another performance.
And Frizzotti, the head coach.
one day at a time and playing the best ball that they've been playing. Pretty amazing what the Boilermakers have been doing.